hello. How are we all doing this afternoon? Yeah, it's afternoon, 1 o'clock. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. I didn't advertise that there was going to be one of these. I basically just went, you know what, sod it, we'll go live. And that's basically what I've done. Always it's saying that clip's playing. So that's basically what I've done. I've just gone live. I thought, sod it, let's go live, let's do this. Because on a Sunday, we started doing something in our household where we watch films on a Sunday, and we'll be doing that later this afternoon. Ignore the poofy hair as well. It's all over the place. Welcome to the debrief. We're going to talk about yesterday. We're going to talk about everything going into playoffs. I do need to kind of apologize a little bit because last debrief, I was properly having to go about Michael Smith. But yesterday, we played to his strength. We 100% played to Michael Smith's strength. Hey, Jane, you put in before we even got into the video. So I appreciate that. Well done, lads. And Smith, listening to who gave us a good thumbs up. So come on, lads, listen to Gaffer, lads. Yeah, I agree. Dave Jones, Sheffield Wednesday versus Peterborough or Bolton versus Barnsley. That's your playoffs. That would be interesting playoffs. It'd be interesting if Derby actually got knocked out of it. That would be interesting. Afternoon, Nat, how are you, mate? Come on, Wednesday, definitely Graham Turner. First thing I always do is hit the big thumbs up. I appreciate that, mate. It really does help. After yesterday performance, I'm confident for playoff. Smith hat-trick, Windass and Nicky back. Yeah, it helps. Great timing off the pub now with my eldest. Oh, fantastic. So good timing to get a stream in. Brownie will win the playoffs. I hope so. Yesterday was weird. I felt really flat and deflated after yesterday's game. We just had a win, and I've never really had that kind of flat, deflated feeling. But I know why. It's because we've gone so far and yet only got playoffs with those amount of points. And you look at, I saw the reactions at Plymouth. I saw the reactions at Ipswich. I saw mates of mine who are Plymouth and Ipswich fans going mental. And my thought process was like, that should be us. That should have been us. But after the game, I had a lot of crap off Ipswich fans, Plymouth fans, Sheffield United fans, of course. Got loads up. But this morning, I've gone through some of the comments, and some of the comments on the video have been really nice. It's been like, you look at your point total, you look at where you've done, you've just been unlucky. That's all it's down to. It's due to being unlucky with it, because it's been a really good League One playoff situation, League One season. 96 points and we don't go up is insane, isn't it, Brownie? Rallying close all went there. We need to turn up in number for the playoff. Create a loud positive atmosphere. We can be different. Come on, Wednesday. I agree with that, Mr. J. I agree with that 100%. 9 viewers, 5 likes. Like those likes up. Apologies that this is like last minute kind of getting a stream up and running. I was going to do one last night and I really felt flat and deflated. And I just really couldn't be bothered. I was like, you know what? I just want to go watch some crap TV. Actually, not crap TV. It was a good TV. Go watch some TV, enjoy some TV, and just forget about the rest of the day. Because the one thing that I got from yesterday was the players knew that you could tell the players weren't over celebrating at times, because I think they're like, right, we've still got a job to do. And the one thing I must say, when we get into the playoffs, when and if we get to playoff final, let's not over celebrate. We've done that before. It's not ended well. Let's not over celebrate at all, because it's not ended well. Oh yeah, it's been crazy how competitive this league has been, but it shows you how good the football is lower down in the divisions. This is something you always get. You get people say, oh, the football in League One and League Two ain't good. You look at how tight it's been at the top. You look at how it's been in League Two. There's been some really good football. The only thing that's ruined the football, in a sense, is the officiating. The officiating have been dog poor this time. I love to have the thing is, Bolton Wednesday final will be massive because you know each fan base will outsell their allocation and it would be rocking. I will say this though, with you already having a little bit of Wembley success, I would also be in the camp of going, they've already been here, they know what to do here. I'll be very much on that mindset of going, okay, they've been here and done this season. They already know it, so it'll be good. But the problem you've got now, it's the lottery of, it's a lottery now. Any other season, 96 points or 93, what we're currently on, gets you up. Any other season, that promoted. It just would have to be Wednesday not doing it. Like, one of the stats I read yesterday was insane. It was like we're averaging 2 points per game, that kind of thing, most of this season, and you're not going to get promoted. 2 points per game, best that's been in most of the leagues as well, and you don't get promoted with it, which is insane. You always say at the start of the season, if you can average 2 points per game, you go up. They always say 2 points per game gets you promoted. It would have to be the case that we average 2 points per game and we don't. And the thing that worked well yesterday, Icky was superb. Michael Owickway at the back was absolutely superb. Get a drink if you're playing the drinking game. He really was. He was cool, calm, collected, worked well. I thought when the link-up play between Gregory and Smith was superb as well. We need to take that last win away because last year pressure got to... Yeah, exactly, definitely. Drop Flint, worked at got Jake, would have preferred Sheffield Wednesday to grab second automatic post over. Yeah, thanks for that, True Ed. I understand that. It's so difficult. It's been such a difficult one to take, but you look at how they ended their season. 5-6-0 wins. They just went for it. They were just really rampant. They wanted to get that place. And they did. It also shows you, though, you win your games in hand, it makes a difference. We win those 2 games in hand, it helps. But the problem is, those 2 games in hand, we weren't expecting to have a big injury hit stuff with Windass and Byers. That wasn't expected. We didn't think that was going to happen. But at the end of the day, if you'd have given any Wednesday fan 96 points at the start of the season, or 93, what we're currently on right now, you would have snapped their bloody hand off and said, yep, I'll have that, because you would have thought in your head that gets you promoted. If someone said to me this season, at the start of the season, you're going to finish on 93 to 96 points, what do you think of that? You'd go, that's fantastic, what a great season. You would. You really would. It's weird. We are in a position where we're going to run away with the league. Players lost focus and start thinking it was job done. 23 games unbeaten, yeah, but you can't go 6 without a win and expect to go. No, you're right. You can't go 6 without a win and expect to go up. But the mentality, you can't also take away 96 points Infector normally gets you up. 93 points normally gets you up. And yeah, they might have taken the eye off the ball a little bit. Something might have changed. But at the end of the day, playoffs, yet again, we don't want them. We want automatic. But we got playoff now. We have to deal with it. And like I said, at the start of the season, you get offered those points, you get it. It was the Forest Green and Barnsley games that cost us. And possibly that Bolton game. Just because we were on top of that game and then we lost Windass and we invited a lot of pressure on. The top 6 in League One this season have been nuts. 93 points and didn't get top 2. Absolutely, I think you deserve it for that run you went on. Yeah, exactly. Ipswich got it right in Jan, transfer window, Broadbent, Clark and Luongo made this. Exactly. And I think in the statement Chansiri put in, I think when you see him put about footballing stuff, I think that's what he's on about. The 19 viewers in this stream and only 8 likes. Can we get those likes up? I much appreciate it. It does help the algorithm and it'll push it after the stream has ended as well. But yeah, they got Mike, you got it right. They got their thing right. And I'm of the opinion that Darren Moore had about 3 players lined up and Chansiri either said no or we tried to negotiate and the negotiation failed. But also, Chansiri Darren Moore wanted those players, and if he couldn't get those players, he was willing to walk away from it. He wasn't wanting to go differently. But it has been absolutely nuts, and it's. I think the other thing that was incredible for me, like Darren Moore's not won Manager of the Month at all this year. He'd been up for it, but he'd not won it once. I think McKenna and Schumacher's had it about 3 or 4 times, twice, maybe 3 times. It credit to Plymouth and Ipswich. Plymouth played with that kind of small club mentality. Everyone's against us, underdog, and we're going to play with it. And they showed us that they're not underdog. They showed us what they are and what they can do. And it'll be interesting to see what happens in their transfer window. Because they're taught that their transfer policy to go get Whittaker from Swansea back. And they want him back. And apparently he was up for sale then. I can see it. Do you believe we can win playoffs? With the form we're going into it, yes. But as I said in the video that I talked about it being a lottery, playoffs are lottery. It depends what turns up. It really does depend what turns up. And I think the Wednesday team will turn up because I've said it before and I'll say it again. Teams who play with a chip on their shoulder have something to prove. When this team now have a big chip on their shoulders, a massive chip, going, we got 90-odd points and didn't go up, kind of thing. Literally, they will play with a chip on their shoulder. And you kind of saw that a little bit yesterday. There was a little bit of a, we're not going up, what the hell? And you saw it a little bit in how they reacted at times to think. They're acting like job's not done. We've still got a job to do. And that's the thing. That's why if we get to the playoff final, I don't want a massive celebration at Hillsborough. I want it muted. I want it absolutely muted. I want it clapping the players off, going, we're going to Wembley, and that's it. I don't want a massive celebration or nothing. I want them to have that kind of mindset going, job's not done. Because that's where we've blown it at times where we think we've got the job done and we haven't. We've had that with the league this season, thinking we're up there, and they're going, that thing, job done. Hasn't. So we need to play with better thing. I've got to put my hand on heart and say I saw Plymouth 3 times this season, and 3 times I'm scratching my head thinking, how are these top? Yeah, they were interesting, Plymouth, because they've been consistent, but there was a period where they've had runs where they've not been great. The thing that got them over the line was their home form was fantastic this season. Their home form has been absolutely fantastic. They've got a couple of players out of contract, which is interesting. One of them I will want definitely if we can do it. If they don't offer it, I'd love to get Ryan Hardy in. But he'll probably get a new deal for Championship and see how he gets on. I see we had a new record, Mo points ending in 3rd place. League One previous with Sheffield United on 11-12. They finished on 90. Yep. We tried to get her at the beginning of the season, didn't, and ended up going back for him in Jan. Joe McKenna knew how important he could be. Mike, that shows a lot. That shows a lot of what your McKenna saw in him. If you're smart in the summer, you try and snatch your hands off at him at Leicester. Because I think Leicester, you're going to have a situation. Either Leicester going to sell him because they need to get him off the books, or they're going to want to keep him and see what he can do in the Championship if they go down. It's that whole thing. You've had a remit and you've known what you wanted, and that's the thing. Keep the manager a month. I'll take the playoff final. Yeah, as long as the chip doesn't injure anyone. Yeah. If it's Derby, probably not like you said. It's all a lottery, and Smith's interesting, kind of confident. Yep, agree. Still feel Wednesday stronger than the 4. It will be how confident they go into these games if they play anywhere near the capability they would. Yeah, I agree, Mike. I'm guessing you are a Ipswich fan, and being an Ipswich fan, congratulations. Also, may I just add, How the head? Are you hungover? Have you been able to have a kip yet? Because to be fair, you've been in the League One for 4 seasons, like someone said. I think it may have been you actually on the thing saying you've been in League One for 4 seasons, never had playoffs, and it's just gone right this time. And it's good. Harpo, agree about the Plymouth home win 20. Yep. And we did say they had a poor away record, but they didn't. Their away record was good. They just got a lot of draws more than anything. We know through history we don't turn up for big occasions. We know through history we don't turn up to big occasions. If you're going on the last one, yeah. But before that, before the playoffs, the last 2 playoffs, we did turn up and we got promoted from this league. So it is what it is. Just tuned in 93 points and not up, and we're a game to go. If there's any justice, you lot will go up with us, and I'll go. Cheers, MJ. I appreciate that. It's been such a good season though. If you're a neutral of football and you just like watching football, League One has been absolute fantastic promotion of lower league football. It really has been such a good league of football. You look at Ipswich, they got like, what were I think your final goal difference was like 66, which is interesting. Which is absolutely interesting that you got 66 goal difference, and that's massive. So it really is good that. But as Nat said, congratulations on going up, mate. That's an achievement. And to be there for 4 years, it's interesting. There are super chats on the channel. There are super thanks as well. If you want to like this stream, it really does help. The 15 likes on a minute and 29 viewers, I'd much appreciate if we could get that up. It does all help. This is a massive club now that the moment pressure is big during the playoff. Blown a huge off because it's not done. It's done ending on the referee whistle. Exactly. Yeah, it is that whole thing, Mike. I think there's a confidence thing that Darren Moore can bring up with him. I think Darren Moore will tell them it's not done. And I think that's the difference. I think we'll have the thing going, it ain't nowhere near done. And we have to keep putting the pressure on. And that's the thing we've got to do. I like Everett to sign from Palace on loan at Charlton. That will be a good signing. Charlton are in a sticky situation at the minute, actually. I was reading somewhere this morning that they were meant to have a deal of taking over, and it hasn't actually happened. The person pulled out, so they're back in limbo again. So Charlton will be interesting. Palace, you could probably Palace are either going to use him or send him out on loan. The problem is I think he might have a championship loan next season, but we'll see. Good luck, Mike. Just shows you how strong it's been. Ipswich likely to hit 100 goals and points and might still not win the title. Exactly. There's the other thing for you. Ipswich are likely to hit 100 goals and points and might not win the title. How mental is that? How mental is that as a stat? Last year we had a shit rep in the playoffs. We did actually. Thank God for and better luck to you for play. You enjoy your just enjoy the summer, mate. Enjoy what you're bringing and just have fun in the championship. You've been in League One for a long time, and all honestly, good to see you back in the championship. You've done it the right way. You built it the right way, and good luck in the championship. Hopefully, we'll be joining you, mate. I'm more confident with Windass back. For some reason, I read that I'm more confident with Wingback back. My brain went. Yeah, definitely. Windass being back is good. Icky was brilliant yesterday. I thought he was really good. He showed confidence. He showed like he was ready for it. If he let Iorfa be able to run forward as well, which was nice as well. 27 viewers, 18 likes. Let's get them up, please. That will be interesting if Gary Medine come back to Bolton from Blackpool. That will be interesting. Gary Machine, the washing machine. Or Gary Medine, the goal machine when he was there, but then he went to the other side, didn't he? Let's hope. I thought I also played well yesterday. Bit he's so hot and cold. Yeah, you can. Do you think we play Benjamin? We played well, but we played well to the point when we had our chances, we took them better That's the one thing we had yesterday. I think we did give the ball away a little bit too much at times. And that was something that we had to work on all season. All season we struggled with giving the ball away. But I will say it now, it was just good to get back to winning ways again. It was good to see 3 goals. It was good to see Michael Smith get a hat-trick. Michael Smith hasn't had a hat-trick since he played for Pompey in the checker paint trophy or whatever it was called back then. And he's not had a hat-trick since then, so that's a long time. So getting Michael Smith on confidence, getting Gregory and Smith link-up play really well, getting the right amount of things going for that is what we need going into the playoffs. We need everyone firing. And yeah, there'll be a bit of kind of thing. Are we going to ref players come the last game? And you kind of want to go with a bit of momentum. So it'll be good to see what happens. Let's have a look. Where am I up to on comments? Did we play? Here we go. How did he only came on for a bit part yesterday? It sounds like they only brought him on to give him some minutes in the legs. It sounds like he wanted to come on and just get a bit of a feel for it. And if that's the case, you need to do it. I think he came on around the 6 minutes. So he had about 6 minutes of running. But that'll do in the world of good. That'll get him ready and feeling like he's up for it. We have to go into the playoffs strong. We have to go into the playoffs the stronger of all the teams. No offense to Dave Jones, but we have to go in there with the confidence, with the motivation, and trying to be at our best. And if we can do that, we can do anything. When we're on song, we're very good. If we can get everything going, it'll be an interesting thing. Who's going to Derby? I sadly cannot. I didn't mind get tickets because my money never went in for it. So I'm a bit gutted about that. But I will be supporting from afar. The atmosphere at that Derby game is going to be intense. It's going to be rocking. And we need to keep that intensity and that rocking atmosphere all the way through the playoffs. The Sheffield Wednesday fans can be the maker and difference maker in the entire thing. If things are not going right, we can be the worst fan base in the world. I've had it from Ipswich fans and I've had it from Plymouth fans all through the season when we had that little blip and they've gone, why are your fans turning on Darren Moore? Why are your fans turning on him? And they said, we've never done that. We really just got behind it. And that's something about our fan base. We can be quite toxic. I won't lie. Our fan base can be quite toxic and it's something we need to improve on a little bit. But need too many chances to go. He scored a few, but missed so many. Smith is that kind of player, though. But when you actually look at it, Smith's had a really good season. If you actually look at his goal tally for this season, I think he's up there with our best player of the season. He's really with assists. I think he was on 24 assists and stuff. Let's have a look here. He played 38 appearances for us this season and he got 16 goals. And I think that's just in league alone if you're going with it combined. So 16 goals in League One. Oh, I need to find a better thing that'll work. Give me a moment. Because I want it from all competitions. So he's had 37 appearances. That's not been updated. He got 2 goals in the FA Cup, 17-18, and 1 goal in the FL Trophy. So that's he's up there. The problem is he makes a lot of chances. Thanks for a good channel, Jake from Uzzaball. Thank you, Dave Jones. I much appreciate that, mate. I haven't seen many Bolton. Is there any Bolton fan channels anymore apart from the usual Fogden and Neve? Because they were your big ones at one point. Are they still doing it, or is it just a bit dead now? Because I like to see if there's any more Bolton fan channels doing well, because Bolton are another one of those ones who are up there. You're an absolute legend for that, mate. It really does help. Everything helps towards this place and keeping the lights running. And I'm thankful for you to find the channel as well, mate, because you put some really good insight into what you put in it. It's always been an open space for any fans, as long as you're respectful to people in the chat and will be respectful of that, because there's no need to have any like not animosity between us all. We're all football fans at the end of the day. But I appreciate that, mate. Thank you for the £5. My dad looked at tickets a day or two after he put say he managed to just get us some on the cop and could normally go on South. Nice. Oh, hey Josh. Hey Joshua, good looking player. Thank you, mate. I much appreciate that, mate. Thank you for dropping by. I much appreciate that. Dave Jones is a legend. He is indeed. What do you reckon? What do you reckon about Fizz? Second half of season, has he been poor? I think Fizz is going. I already think Fizz is already going. I think Fizz has already. I actually think he's already gone. In his head, I think he's already gone. I'd be very, very surprised if he gets managers to keep. We put him a contract in front of him, he signs. But he's already put one in front of him. My issue is, if he doesn't sign this in the summer, where's he going? Because he's not handled the whole situation of Wendy and being in the limelight well. And yeah, he's only a young kid. He's only 22, and another manager might be able to see it. But he's not handled it well, or he's been actually, let's say that better, because it's probably not the player. He's not been advised well by agency and everything. I would struggle to do it. Yeah, Fox and still post. He did a bottom vid yesterday. What? Out of interest, Dave Jones and Josh, what are your thoughts on Fogden? I've got my opinions, kind of thing. Yeah, but there's a new Bolton podcast and a new Bolton in the club channel next season, like Charlton do and Sunday do. Oh, that should be awesome. Dave Jones, that is absolutely fantastic to see. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy to see that. I still think there should be more done on the YouTube side of it, because it's not run well, in my opinion. I think there's so much more that could be done. But that's awesome news. I like that. I like to see that. I'm all up for fans doing content on the clubs. I think it helps. As a content creator who's been doing this for a while, it was literally just me doing it, and then you had more people come and do it. And I've seen a lot of the Wednesday ones come and go. And the thing is, I've always supported other people doing other channels, because at the end of the day, it's one of those things that it's a very good thing if you can get it going, kind of thing. He's all right, fair enough. Not a Fogden fan, bud. Never have been. Him and his dad do my training. Yeah, I'm a little bit the same kind of thing. He kind of dubbed my head in a little bit, but each to their own. I think he knows he knows his fan base. Let's say it that way. He knows what his fan base is. He knows what works well. He's been doing it long enough. The 29 people watching and 19 likes. If we could get those likes up, I would much appreciate it. Content on the Wednesday front have been lacking for you. Yeah, it's been the Wednesday social media space up until 2015. We were ahead of the curve, and then we just didn't touch it. And there's so much that channel could get done. There's so more interviews that could get done. Non-league side do have better YouTube channels, and with merch. You're right. It's something I'd love for the club to invest in, but I don't know. It's one of those things. You look at the whole situation on a Wednesday point of view when it comes to content and comes to media consumption and things like that. There's so much more we need to actually sort out than actually than the actual YouTube channel. There's a lot more we need to figure out. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? It is that whole thing. There's a lot more at the club that needs sorting before we do anything else. I don't know if that makes sense before we start sorting that. There's a lot that we need to get it all sorted. So you need to we need to sort training ground out. We need to probably sort our stadium out a little bit. Bits and stuff like that is interesting. The Hill Stadium stuff has it's really just gone flat, mate. We've not heard anything as such. We're still our capacity still been capped. And all I know is that the capacity still capped. We're still sorting bits out, and we just got put through the ringer through it, mate. Sadly, I think the club had just put a line under it, gone. It is what it is. There's not a lot we can do about it, and we'll just go from there. 30 people watching, 20 likes. Get those likes up, please. I much appreciate it. Fogton persuaded Trafford to go to Bolton. That's the only reason Trafford's at Bolton. Oh, fair play to him. When you got the clout of someone like Fogton, and he does have clout, I won't lie. No, I had I was going to the game, mate, but I had to sort out my little girl does dancing and stuff, and she had a performance she needed to sort out. And I wanted to make sure she got her dancing sorted. Family comes first for me when it comes to things like that. I wanted to get her sorted first. At the time of when it did, I didn't have the cash, and I was like literally sorting out stuff for my daughter. And that's the only reason why I was sorting things for my daughter. And if she needs things and need to have stuff for dancing, it gets straight to her. But she loves dancing. I like seeing her face when she dances because it's happy. Monk did actually try improving that, Emily. You're right. He really did. He was really behind it. And we've done bits and pieces this season, but nothing. Oh, there's nothing. It hasn't kept it going. You know what I mean? It's not kept going. And that's the thing. We need to keep it going. We need it to be more consistent. I like Trafford. I think he's absolute quality. He really did a fantastic job when he was in the net versus us. Really did well. Huddersfield 2-0 up as they take... Oh. Nah, I know a certain Ian will not be happy with that. Oh, dear. Let me go have a look at that. I'm not got any games on 2-0 up. What did that do to Cardiff? Oh, Ian, it's going to be close, mate. I think they're up. I still think they're up. But that is going to be so close. We already know Wigan and Blackpool are... Blackpool and Wigan are already relegated, aren't they? Oh, that's going to be close. That is going to be really close. Yeah, we know a certain Ian won't be happy with that. Kind of worried for when Bradley and Trafford go. Hard to replace them. You might be able to get something sorted, mate. The thing is, if you can get something sorted for them in place, and because of how well they've done there, it might change the situation because it depends how much Man City, because Trafford is on loan from Man City, want to see if they want to keep him. That'll be interesting. I like Santos too. Santos, when we played him, the unit at the back. He really is a unit. I'm really impressed with how Santos is. I'm not going to lie. Santos is a massive unit and he commands it well. Is he out of contract in the summer, Santos? Or has he actually got a deal in play? Because I'd like to know that. Hearing that the away allocation at Hill for the playoff will be low, mate, like 2000. Here's that they want more home than away in the game. Wouldn't surprise me, mate. It would not surprise me at all if that was the case. I can see it. I can see it being low. But we'll sell out. We'll sell out either way. We always do. We'll sell out our allocation for Hillsborough, and wherever we go. And if we get to Wembley, we'll sell that out as well. It'll be interesting. It too few and far between for me. You're right. They improve it, but it do. Yeah, it should be weekly, not monthly. And even when it's weekly, let me just go to their channel now because I'm intrigued. Because like I'm not a big fan of how they do the live streams. The way they do the live stream, because the questions get answered before they're even done. Like the live stream doesn't start quick enough for me. They're getting better. The inside match day things are brilliant. Don't get me wrong. I love these inside match day things. I think the match day thing, we're making it better. We're getting there. But it's like you're looking at like the question with Wetway and Big Ben. They need to be done more. They need to be more like challenges done. Even if we have to go and nick an old bloody like crossbar challenge thing and do it that way, I'd like it a little bit more. Punky Boy, nice to catch it live, my friend. Hope you all well. Went to the match yesterday and was decent real pint at Wembley. Cheers, their players. He was good. It's nice to have you in. I've seen you in before, and you don't tend to get them live, so it's nice to have you in on a live for a change. Totally quality as well. If we beat Derby and then Peterborough win, we'll stop Derby going up. That will be interesting. Yeah, I'm very, very interested to see what happens with Derby if Derby and Peterborough. I don't know which one I want in a playoffs. All I know is I just want to get it done. Evening, Aiden, mate. How you doing? I am good, thank you. How are you, mate? Santos plays a big part in us having one of the best defenses in the league. Yeah, it shows, mate. It shows that you got a good defense. He was really good when we played you at our place. He just stepped up, and when you get those players who can step up a little bit, it really does help. Hey up, GE SWFC, how are you doing? You changed your name again, haven't you? Santos on a couple more year contract, mate. They timed him now. Good. He needed to be tied down, but is he a kind of player you worry that could get sold? Kind of thing if they needed to? Because I know financially you're in a much better place than you have been over the last couple of years. You're not a team that need to do that anymore. Do you think it could be Bolton versus Wednesday in the playoffs? Could possibly be. Right now, as I said in one of my videos, and you might not have seen it, Joshua, because you're a Bolton fan. Right now, I'm not sure, because once you get into those playoffs, the lottery. We got a ticket for it, like in the lottery. But if your numbers don't get drawn, you ain't going to win, are you? So right now, it is a massive lottery to see what we do next. And I'm interested. Everyone has a price, Jake. Everyone. Oh, yeah, I get that, mate. I really get that. We've had that in the past. We should have probably sold Fortieri that second season and so on. We've had so many. You had it. Can't see Peterborough beating Barnsley. I can't see Derby beating Weds. So I think it'll be Wednesday Derby. We'll see. The annoying thing for us, it's Derby again last game of the season. It's really annoying having to play them again. But at the same time, it happens. And you know what? It'll be interesting. I think Barnsley will make the final. If it's a South Yorkshire final, God help the Met. So they're going to need it. They're massively going to need it. God help the Met, because that's going to be a police nightmare to do. The 31 people watching, 21 likes. Can we get those likes up to close to 25, 26? I'm much appreciated if we can get close to 31. That'd be even better. But the thing is, we're going into this with confidence. I don't think Bolton is a good fit for Barnsley. No, I don't actually. Barnsley, the one thing Barnsley did yesterday, they showed fight because they were losing 4-1 and they got back into it. No, they were losing 4. They were 4-3 down. 4-3 down. I think it was 4-2 and they got to 4-3 and they got to 4-4. The one thing Michael Duff Barnsley can do, and it is very good at doing, it's resilient. They are very resilient. The one thing that we probably lack this season, even though it sounds mental me saying this, because we're on what are we on goal difference this season? I'm saying that if we're on 43 goal difference. And I said it yesterday, but the one thing you can say about Ipswich, they were just clinical. Plymouth, not been clinical, but they've managed to get games won. You look at the top 4, Plymouth, 98 points, Ipswich, 97, Wednesday, 93, goal difference, 33 Plymouth, Ipswich, 66, Wednesday, 43, Barnsley, 35, and then it's 25, 22, 19. I will say something. I've got to give credit to Pompey a little bit. They've really rallied round since they got the manager. They could be interesting. They could be someone like Ipswich next season. Get behind him a little bit more, go from there and see what happens. Am I right thinking we're the form team going into the playoffs? I think we are, Nat. I think you are right. I think we are the form team. Give me a minute. Let me just quickly get a drink. There you go. Get a tenner on Bolton for Wednesday final. Not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout, that, mate. And you were really good in that final versus Plymouth. You really stepped up, and I think it's just because they didn't. I don't know if the occasion got to them a little bit. But it does happen. It does happen. We've done it before. We did it versus Hull. I'll get the usual thing I get off my Hull make every time in May. Well, he'll just send me the thing. I just got a kind of Coke Zero, mate. Nothing special. No special. I just got a little fridge in the corner with Coke Zero. I need to cut down on it, to be fair, but it's one vice I do. I don't drink much, so I'll take it. If we go up, I will be drinking a lot. Yeah, that Wembley was good for you, wasn't it? The thing is, was that your first time? Wow, they don't all end like that, Joshua, but they are nice when they do. And the thing is, you got silver. It's not what you want. You want to get promoted. Like, how long have Bolton been in the Championship in League One now? Did you go down at the same time as Ipswich? Is it 4 years or is it longer? Because the thing is that I'm noticing with some of these teams that have been down here, they've been down here a while, but then they just had a little bit where they just carried on. Yep. Oop. What season did you go down to League? Plymouth got the Wembley Wobbles. Yeah, they did. They massively did. Oh, hang on. You went up, didn't you? You went up from the team relegated to League One in April 21st in May. So you went down in 2019 and then you went. Am I right in thinking this is your second season here, isn't it? So you went down in 2019, then you went down again to League Two, and then you came back up. That's right. Sorry, I'm trying to figure it out in my head. I forgot about you going down in. I forgot about League Two. Yeah, I forgot about 2020. And you all would want to forget. I was like Bolton over 2 legs, Derby in the final, need to avoid Barnsley. Can see that one. In my mind, Derby are the one to avoid as well, though, because out of a team who knows how to get a team promoted, they got the man. The man is Paul Warne. Paul Warne knows how to get teams promoted out of this league. If it is automatics or by playoffs, he is there, card up their sleeve. Eighth in the hole, whatever kind of metaphor you want to use, he will find a way. Like I said, I find it interesting the drop off from them this year. They just, you got to remember with Derby, they to be where they are after all the stuff they've had last season and nearly going bust is quite an achievement. I'm not even going to lie on that one. I think it's quite an achievement. This. So it would be interesting to see what happens. I just read something in the Discord and it completely blown me. I don't know what it is. But yeah, it would be interesting to see what happens with them because Derby, considering they've had to build that squad with 3 transfers, and I know a lot of Derby fans who are not happy with Houlihan. He hasn't turned up like they thought he was going to. I know there's a lot of people who have been looking at different things. Like you look at McGoldrick for them this season, never scored a hat trick in his life, and I think he got 2 or 3 this season. Really enjoyed it. You look at the teams in the top 6. It's been interesting. There's been a mini race between first and third all season, and it's been great watching that play out. And now we've got that officially played out. We know what the situation is. Plymouth are up, Ipswich are up. I hope Plymouth don't throw too much money at it and don't do like a Blackpool to the point where they done it within the mean. But I think there's a way of getting that team working in the Championship. There's going to be a lot of Championship clubs who are going to hate going to Plymouth on a Tuesday night with the journey. But it will be interesting. Ipswich are the same if you think about that as well. Long club to go to. Bolton gonna have all the injury back for the playoff too. That's good for you. That's good. You're getting all the injury back. We got Windass back. We got a way back. We don't. I think Byers is done for the season, which is the big blow for us. Is a big blow for us with it. That would be interesting as well, actually. Kachunga could be another one who didn't really do well at Wednesday, but he seems like he found a home and done really well at Bolton. He fits in well. And I'm happy to see him doing well, just not when he's playing against us. I never had any ill will towards him. It's like, you've also got the other thing. You've got Kieran Lee in that midfield. We love Kieran Lee. Kieran Lee has been a fan favourite out for ages. And it's a shame we let him go when we did. But he had horrible injuries and stuff. I think we were trying to rebuild. And I'm glad he managed to rebuild his career there at Bolton and do really well. He gets everything kicking for you. He ticks every box. He's very much like our Barry Bannon. We were very lucky for a while having Bannon and Kieran Lee in the midfield. It was a really good link-up play. The problem is having that in as that kind of link-up play. We struggled. It was just keeping him fit. It was just keeping him fit, and it never really paid off for us, sadly. And it would have been nice if we could have kept him fit, but it's nice to see him doing well, and we always look out for what players are doing who have always done well for us. Kieran Lee's a legend. He's a bona fide legend. I love Kieran Lee. Got a lot of time for him and his family. Really, really young family, really nice bloke off the pitch. Always had time for people. Excellent in midfield. Just makes a midfield tick. Not bad to say he was a left back when he came to us and we put him as a midfielder. So, really good. So, it was a thing. Kieran Lee and Dempsey, best midfielders in Bolton. What's going on here? I don't know what. Okay. Thing is, we got a really good opportunity going forward in the playoffs, and I think it's again, like I said, the playoffs are anyone's business. It could go either way. By the way, thank you for the support on this new format of the debrief. I think it's really good to have. I've currently got the Fulham Man City game going through the motions, just seeing what happens, and I've got the Grand Prix going. So I'm interested to see how the Grand Prix is gone. Are the Grand Prix? Wouldn't it? Because I was meant to watch that earlier. Have a look. Final was Red Bull 1-2. I'll look to this. Game out in the pit lane. Wow. Yeah. A 1-2 for Red Bull. I like F1, but I just didn't have time to watch it today. I've been doing bits and pieces. After watching the F1. Yeah, I've just seen the thing about the pit lane incident. That seemed a bit dicey and scary. It seems like it was good. 1-2 for Red Bull. Ian and Jez, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. It's interesting. 86 minutes in the Cardiff Huddersfield, so it could go anyway. I am going, by the way, playoffs. Let's talk playoffs a minute. I am doing a watch along for the first leg. I'm probably going to try and do one for the second leg. I'm trying to figure out what I can do and who's doing what. It might be a situation where we do a joint one again with Dex, and we do a joint watch along for the second leg. And there will definitely be a watch along if we get to the final. But I know for a fact I will be doing that. If we get to the final, if I haven't got tickets and stuff, I will be doing a watch along. I'm going to try my bloody best to get a ticket to go down there. For me, it's travel, and also the the playoff final falls on my missus' birthday weekend, so I've got to be careful. I'm glad our Blade don't have to go in the playoff. We don't have the best. We have the worst playoff record. Good luck to enter throughout the goes out the window in the play. Yeah, exactly, mate. Well done on getting promoted, mate. Been good. What is the situation with your owner and stuff? I've read so many things this week that doesn't sound right. Or is it just the media? Is it just the media playing media stuff? Go on, that. Have a good one with your lad. Have a good one at the pub. See you later, mate. Okay, mate. Yeah, total cock up in the pit lane. No one got hurt though. Got to get out of League One. Stevenage away. Oh God, Stevenage away. Fleetwood Town music. Oh, Leyton Orient away, and whoever gets in the playoff. Talking of that, who do we think gonna get out of League Two at this moment in time? Because let's just talk about the Northampton, Stockport, Carlisle, Salford, and Bradford. Is this going to be the season Bradford get up? Or is it going to be the season even though, Salford go up? Or is Bradford going to do it? Because Bradford look really strong this season. Yeah, Stevenage away. That's going to be fun. Mr. Evans, it'll be interesting to see what his situation is. And yeah, but it's going to be an interesting last couple of days, isn't it? The last couple of games that we got, the last game even. Blackpool, yeah, Blackpool will come down. Wigan, possibly Reading. Reading, I think if Reading go down, you're going to see a lot of issues at Reading. They're a club in a financial mess. And I don't see it getting better anytime soon. I don't even think Blackpool have got a manager at the minute. I think they've had 2 or 3 this season. If critically go back there, it'll be interesting. Big club Bradford deserve to be out of League Two. I agree with that. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Bradford would be good. If Salford don't go up, though, it's going to be Media Darling versus Media Darling with Wrexham. The only positive I can say at this moment is you go past your wobble. Hope you get promoted. It's been rated between pot 3. Remember, great fans. See you next season, hopefully. Hopefully do see you next season, mate. It would be nice to see, but playoffs is a nightmare. Any other season we go up. Well done on getting promoted. I hope the head's not too sore. But well done on getting your promotion. You've been at it all season. You used that chip on your shoulder from last season, and you got out of League One. So congratulations to that, and just keep enjoying it. But remember, there's a lot of work to go into next season as well. But congratulations, mate. I'll speak to you on Instagram anyway. But yeah, what we on 1 hour? 1 hour. I'll think about. I'll go till 2. I'll go till 2 o'clock because it's nice. Nice to see the likes and the view count have been pretty much bang on. 26 likes, 25 likes, 26 views, which is perfect. I like to see that. These are getting. I feel like my live streams are getting better. I feel like my confidence is back again. I feel like I'm starting to get back into the groove with this. So thank you for that. I appreciate the audience for that and the fans and the subscriptions. Subscriptions have been helping with that a lot. I did lose my confidence a bit. Talking of subscribers, this is an interesting stat that I don't really show. But as of late, I have 55.1% of my viewers who watch this are not subscribed, and 44.9 are. If we could get those subscriptions up, I would much appreciate it. Subscribing really helps. It lets me know about how much you're enjoying the channel. The channel is growing from strength to strength. I've just hit 2,400. The next goal is to get to 2,500. If we can get to 2,500, that will be fantastic. I'm just slowly but surely trying to grow the channel as much as possible. I'm trying to do more live streams. I'm trying to do more content as much as I can. I'm also trying to manage the content better and manage my health, because my health isn't great at the minute. It needs to go in between of each other. It needs to both be combined, and if I can do that, I will. Managing my health and doing these are something I need to learn how to do better, because I'm not that good at it. I am very poor at it, but I will get better at it. And the thing is, I will always try and get a video up, whatever the weather is, to something that's worth talking about. Like this week, I tried to get a video up on Thursday. Didn't really have a video to make, and then Friday, I had a perfect video in my head, and it didn't happen. I think it will do well in Championship. Yeah, I agree. I think Ipswich will do well in Championship. I think Plymouth will do well. I think Plymouth, if they get their recruitment right, they'll do very well in the Championship. Ipswich recruitment has shown that it can be done, and I don't think in theory, they didn't bend a lot, but they did bend a lot in terms of Championship, League One kind of ways of bending. But at the end of the day, they're both up, and congratulations to them. They'll enjoy it. I think the style of, you've got two young managers there who will get really good notice and be noticed for other jobs. I'm sure of it. McKenna and Schumacher. They are two managers who are up and coming. It's nice to see two managers of that ilk doing well as well. It shows you don't have to go a different approach and manager. You look at Ian Everett, you look at Darren Moore, you look at Michael Duff. Managers who are quite young doing the business and not having to go back to other managers. You're looking at Joey Barton doing well, Scott Brown doing well at Fleetwood. There's a lot of really good managers. I think the ex-Wigan manager will be interested. It's crazy that we have such a huge fan base, yet so few YouTuber podcasts. I love Singing the Blue podcast and your podcast, but the other one or two aren't great. Could do with more. We could do with more. More the merrier. If we could, the better. It does help, but at the end of the day, time, Emily. There's a lot of it that comes down to time, and a lot of the time is very difficult. Are Huddersfield actually going to be safe here? Does this actually keep Huddersfield safe? Because I think it does, you know. Huddersfield, 47 points. They'll be safe here. 47, 46. Rotherham and Huddersfield will be safe here. I think this will relegate 44, 45, 46. Oh, it's going to go down to the wire. It is going to go down to the wire with Reading and Rotherham. What are the last games of the season in that? Have a look. Rotherham have got Wigan. And who have Reading got? Reading got Huddersfield. Interesting. Cardiff are just going to scrape by. A team who did not need to go down. They would have been in. Cardiff on 49. Huddersfield 47. Rotherham 46. Reading 44. Blackpool and Wigan are gone. Interesting. So there's just one place left. And if you're looking at the top, it's Luton in the playoffs, Middlesbrough in the playoffs, Coventry and Millwall playoffs as well. And Sunderland might just break into it. Maybe West Brom as well. But Blackburn have really dropped. They were up and around it, and they just dropped out. How do you feel about Darren? Do you still back him, or is he still? I still back him, yeah. I still back him. I find it very hard to not back a manager who got you 96 points. Huddersfield are safe. Huddersfield, who were down pretty much a couple of months ago, are safe. Neil Warnock has done what Neil Warnock does best. Saving club, putting that fight in. So Huddersfield Town will be a championship club next season. They have managed to stay up. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Well done, Huddersfield. That's a great result for them. No, I back him. You can't not back him. 96 points, yeah, you don't get 93 points down to 96 points maybe on Saturday, and you don't get promoted. You can't not back him, really, because he done. The only thing I can say that we may have got wrong is recruitment in January. And that could be down to an ownership thing more than a Darren Moore thing. He got everything right. 23 games unbeaten, clean sheet record. He changed the culture. We can't keep having a situation where if it doesn't go right after so many years, you sack the manager. You got to back him. Well, I've been going for an hour. It's 2:00. I want to go spend some time with my little one and missus. I'm going to go watch film. I don't know what we're watching. It's the little one's choice. So knowing my luck, something Disney. I'll probably fall asleep, to be fair. Thank you for joining me on this Sunday. I know this wasn't meant to happen today. It was out of the blue, but I do appreciate it. Thank you very much for joining me today. Have a good Sunday. I don't know if there's an EFL review on 18 Dapper channel. I haven't seen anything either way. So if there isn't one, I'll just catch you in the next video. I might do a video tomorrow or live stream tomorrow. I'll see how I feel. I might do something tomorrow just to do stuff. But thank you for watching. I much appreciate it. Much appreciate that, Dave Jones. And I'll see you in the next one, people. Enjoy your Sundays. And if you're a Plymouth and an Ipswich fan, go have another drink. Go have another drink. Enjoy it. Go celebrate. Keep celebrating. Why not? It's Sunday after all. It's bank holiday. Go enjoy it. See you later, people.